steering, if you've got the steering engaged and you open the door and you're not in the seat, it sends that alarm off. I don't know why. Right, we're hoping to do a bit of baling today. Farmer's in the first field across the way there. We haven't got Colin with us today. We haven't got Uncle Franklin and no Jordan, so we're a bit short staffed, but it won't matter. It is almost there. And we're early. We haven't even tedded this yet. Just checking it through. This is going to be tomorrow's hay, but we're hoping to get that field there done. There's a bit of warm breeze about. It's not a perfect start to the day. Want a bit of sunshine if we could get it. It's meant to be about 28 degrees, so by about lunchtime we're hoping to do a bit and get a bit done. We're going to try some anyway and see if it goes. Beautiful hay. This stuff's really nice, and me and Farmer are just going to get the fields tedded out. Somebody bent my tedder. I didn't notice that yesterday. Something happened. Charlie didn't tell me about it. Just make sure everything's all right. We're yeah, might have a little helper with us today. Keithy's son Dave might come up and give us a hand today. He's only young. I say young, he's 18, but he's keen to coming out where he can. So he might sit with us on the tedder. He might pull some trailers around later on. We'll see what he wants to do. But any help's appreciated. Young Dave's pretty good. He knows the story. So we're going to get these fields tedded out anyway, and then I think we're going on the rake, and then we'll be picking some packs up later on, and we're just going to go with a one baler. So we're hoping to get 1,500 bales. Would be nice. So we'll see. Everyone remember Dave from the harvest videos? Oh, that's Keithy's other boy. Andrew was the other one that used to work with us, and Dave's the younger one. Dave has the weekends off, and yeah, he's keen, so we'll find him a job, no problem. He knows the farm. He knows the equipment. We're going to go to the farm after this and ted out that Timothy at the farm, and then pick a trailer up, and then we'll head back to the hayfields later on and pick some trailers up. There's not going to be a great deal there. Farmer's just started baling, and Uncle Franklin has just arrived, which was yeah, which was good, because we weren't sure if he was going to arrive today, but he is. So Uncle Franklin's going to sit on the rake. Thought we might have to do it, but he'll sit on the rake and row up enough for a day up there. Farmer's going baling. Farmer's sitting on the baler. Keithy's still mowing. He's mowing a bit more. We've got weather with us, and I'm not saying good weather, I'm just saying we've got dryish weather until next Friday, so we want to have enough to keep baling for a few days if we can. There's my first load. We'll be taking that one home. Only have one baler going today, so there isn't going to be massive amounts, but I think they're still going at the moment. It's only 5 o'clock, they'll still go. I imagine they'll probably get this next field done. We're just following the old man. He's just in the telehandler. The old man's doing some loading. Uncle Franklin, I think, has been and gone. And tomorrow we'll get a good, there'll be a lot of us in tomorrow. We'll get a good chunk done tomorrow. We'll have 2 balers going. And we'll get an early start as well, because it's been a nice hot day today. So the next field should be lovely, properly fit, and yeah, it just goes so much easier then. Farmer wants himself another 4 around the next field, so we're just gonna row up some more. If they don't get to it, you see, it won't matter, it won't be the end of the world. We just ted it tomorrow, re-row it tomorrow, and it'll be fine. But they're almost done in this field, so they've done well actually. Quite a crop out there, so I'm trying my best to keep the rows small. Sort of having to run, just nick some of the other row. That's very clever. Sort of having to run the rotor right next to the next row. Just try and take in, you know, as less as possible. So I'm going to do 4 rows, and then the rest will be done tomorrow. Bit of a job to film and do this one, because you sort of need 2 hands at all times. Wow, that smells insane. There we go. First load going home. There is 1, 3 loads to go. The old man's got a trailer. There'll be another load. Oh, there might be 5 loads to go. By the time we're done, we'd have had a good day. I bet farmer puts in a couple of thousand. Over she goes. Hey, hey Bo, what's going on? You alright?
Yeah, very well.
What are you doing?
I'm just having a look and see what's going on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good man.
Today, so I've got some time to kill, so yeah. I hear them all the way from my house.
Can ya?
Yeah,
The wind's coming the right way, isn't it?
lovely
That's it.
roar of the engine.
Yeah. Sound good, don't they?
Absolutely.
Look at the old man, look, he's bringing another load over, look.
Yeah.
He'll get himself another trailer and then take it back over.
Yeah.
I think Keith will be here in a minute. We'll just start taking some of these loads home. That's what we're at. Alright, there she goes. Not too bad. These are pretty easy for strapping. As long as you cross the tops, the straps tie it all in. Right, just going to put the brakes. Lights. And brakes. Keithy will be here in a minute to grab a load. We'll come back, me and Keithy will quickly take a couple of load home each. Job will be done. The bales on these trailers travel absolutely beautiful. Keithy's not far away, so we're just going to get down to the bottom of the track here. It's a bit of a one-way track this. If you meet another tractor coming in the other way, it's a bit of a nightmare. You can get past, but it's better to not meet someone if you can help it. Keithy's nearly here anyway. Keithy and Dave just left with a load. Dave took a load, he took one of the smaller trailers. They're just finishing up in the field there. They're on the last row. And what a glorious evening, eh? Sunshine, it's about 28 degrees, it's ridiculous. 490 on there, strapped, ready to go. We're gonna take that one home. Keithy will be back, there's a load there, and I'm pretty sure there'll be a load in here, so we might have to come back again yet. But we'll catch up tomorrow when we've got 2 balers running, and we'll get, hopefully, we want to have this field done and dusted, and we want to have the one next door done and dusted. The big baler is coming for the other fields across the road. Then we're a little bit closer to home then, and be a bit easier. But that was a good result. I bet there's I'm gonna say 2,150 bales home in the dry, done and dusted. It's the next day. We're back on the Tedder. We're out on the Timothy fields again. It takes some making, these Timothy fields. Yeah, not going to be ready today. Might at a push be ready tomorrow, but it's still going to be early, I think. But we'll see. We'll have a look at it tomorrow and see what it's like tomorrow. We're hoping to big bale these. Apologies, my voice is going. Got one kid with a cough. The other one's got chicken pox, so it's a bit hectic in our house at the moment. But yeah, she passed her cough on to me, thank God. But we finished up last night. They had a good day of it yesterday. It was a long day actually. 2,500 we got home. Yeah, we filled every trailer we had, put it under the shelter when we got home. It was 10 o'clock before we got home, but it was a good day, you know, it was worth doing. They're just up there, just about to start baling now. Colin's going to be here today. I think Jordan will be here. Uncle Franklin will be up there, he'll be on the rower. Linda will be on the packer. Keithy's gone to mow one last field. And the weather this week is looking, I don't know, we don't know what it's going to do. It might rain on us, it might not. There's 50-50 chances of rain this week, but we've got a lot to do, so yeah, we've taken a bit of a chance on it. We'll see how it goes, you know. I lost my voice. It actually disappeared completely. Keithy's using the, this is the tractor that they gave us to replace the 8S with while it's in to be fixed. 7718S. Lovely machine. Keithy's been cutting some more grass. He's doing second cut on the silage ground that we did first of all. So that's where he's at today. Young Charlie has left, she has gone. I wasn't able to film it. I completely lost my voice. It's still not 100%, but it's getting there. It's coming back slowly. Kids have had chicken pox and it's been a bit mad, so we'll bring you up to speed with what we've done and what we've been up to. Hopefully this next chunk of grass comes in pretty well. It looks like we've got a few days of nice-ish weather. Not perfect haymaking weather, but nice-ish weather. Fair weather, you know, and hopefully by Sunday or Monday we're open to get it done. It is currently the 30th of June. That's where we are now. Can't actually remember where we got to, but we got our bit of concrete down. That's been laid. The straw there is just keeping the heat off it, you know, the main of the heat off it. Farmer and Linda, they're going off tedding to go and ted the hay. And we are going to go over and see Daisy. We're going to take her some cattle food because I think she's getting low on cattle food, and we've got a little bit spare here at the farm, so we're going to go and drop that over for her. We've got to do the unloading because she's not allowed to be on any machines at the minute, but we're going to see how she's doing. Yeah, we'll go and get the lowdown on what happened and all the rest of it. So that was the first chunk of hay from Graham and Martin's. That's a lay hay mix, and then we've got next to that, this is Timothy from out the front fields here. We've got a load of Timothy round bales, and then behind that we've got a load of meadow rounds. Still unloading some meadow round ones, got a load of unloading to do. I think the old man's on the case, he's always looking for a job. We're just going to get this load taken over to Daisy. Keithy's down the bottom mowing the ryegrass again. We don't know what we're going to do with it. Don't know, it depends on how it makes and all the rest of it. If we can make good quality ryegrass hay, we will, and if not, we'll put it into a bag and we'll top up our silage with it. One or the other, we don't know yet. Haven't got the greatest of weather for the next 5 days. I lost my voice about 4 days ago, and I'm not joking, it like completely left me.
What?
With
like your
zero voice. I was like just a squeaky mess.
Oh, I bet that was quiet.
I had to whisper to try and talk to people. It was really weird.
Nice and quiet.
Yeah. So what happened then? What went down?
So I was jumping my horse.
Yeah.
Up the menage at home.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were jumping really well actually, and then came up to jump, and he hit the pole with this leg. And normally the pole would like go away, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
He hit the pole and somehow it managed to come up here. So he was like that.
Oh.
And I thought this is going to work. And then so he landed like that. I sort of landed here. And then like sort of I had like a black eye and scrapes down my face. I felt my neck go. And then I rolled away because I didn't want this horse landing on me because he's a big old lump.
Yeah.
He did a full rotation and then got up, and I like rolled away and sort of ended up on my hands and my elbows. My brother and his girlfriend were here because they were going to a wedding, so I rang Kelly, she didn't answer. I rang Will, he didn't answer, and I was just like, somebody answer.
Oh no.
And then I rang my sister because I knew she was coming, and she was like, oh, just coming up the road, and I was like, I need an ambulance. And by this point, my brother had realised what, like, something was wrong, so he like, you know what siblings are like? He comes sauntering up, I'm doing this wrong, sauntering up the menage.
Making it up.
And he goes, and I said to him, I need an ambulance, and he was like, oh, don't be a dickhead, just get up. And I was like, no, I need an ambulance. And then he obviously realised that something was wrong, so he called the ambulance. Kelly came to sort the horse out, and then they came, and they didn't really know what to do with me because they had to get me on a stretcher.
Yeah.
Obviously they managed. Got me at the hospital, went for a CT scan, came out, and the doctor said to me, when people stop riding horses and motorbikes, I'm going to give up.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, whatever, mate, I'll go and get back on my horse now, sort of
Yeah.
thing. And he said, oh, you've exploded your T11, which is like the second from bottom from the rib cage.
Right,
So it
spine.
literally like exploded it, yeah. So like here.
Yeah.
So that exploded that. And then I said, oh, what about my neck? And he said, oh, no, your neck's fine. And he took the brace off, and I said to Gary, I don't really want to move. I don't feel like it is fine. They come back 5 minutes later, and they were like, oh no, sorry, you're breaking the next one.
Oh.
So yeah, so stable.
And then you have some surgery?
Yeah, so stable fracture in the neck, so this has got to be on 6 to 12 weeks. Then they tried me in a body brace, but it wasn't holding the fracture stable, the break stable enough, because it needs to be like that, but it was like a cheese wedge.
Yeah.
So they operated the following Friday, and I had 2 screws in the top, the vertebrae above, 2 screws below, 2 in the break, and then they rodded it all up.
Oh my god.
And then, yeah, and then
So you got loads of metal in your back at the
yeah,
minute?
it's like Bionic Woman now.
Serious?
Isn't it? Yeah.
How do you sleep?
Just, like, well,
Do you have to sleep
with,
upright?
No, I could. Well, to start with, because like obviously they cut me open, I didn't have enough strength to like pulling myself about.
No.
They I had to sleep on the wound. It was horrible, and all
Yeah.
I wanted to do was sleep on my side.
Yeah.
But after about 3 days, I could pull over and I sleep on my side now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But yeah, it's
So what's recovery time, they reckon?
so 6 weeks no lifting or twisting, and then build it up as I can tolerate.
Oh mate.
So yeah.
Lynn's like, she'll be back for straw.
I think I probably
She'll
will. Once
be
this is
back
off-
for straw.
Do you know what? I think
Wow, just take it easy. Don't
the
go.
only problem is it's the motion, isn't it, with the machine?
Yeah.
When you're bathing, it's like-
Yes, that's what I said to Lynn. I said that rocking constant. But
We'll get there.
we're fine. Yeah, exactly.
I'll get in the
There's a
combine,
long
won't
way till the end of harvest. Yeah, we're
I just have to drive the combine, won't I?
exactly nice and smooth in there, isn't it? You've got the aircon, you've got the
Get a
big
little sofa in
tyres.
there.
Yeah, got plenty of room in there.
So
Exactly.
yeah, it's
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. That could have been
it's just shit luck. That's what it is.
rotten
Do
luck,
you know
isn't
what I
it?
mean? Like, there's not a lot else you can do about
These
it.
horses, though, I keep
Yeah.
telling these girls,
It is, you're right. It is horses. It is a
they are
nuisance.
dangerous.
It's a bloody nuisance, these horses. But what can you
Shop
do?
is going all right though still.
Yeah, so we're closed for 1 weekend. The first weekend I was in hospital, and then other than that we've been open and
Yeah,
stuff. So it's been all right.
good.
It's been all right, but obviously like I'm up and about, and like the physios were really impressed with me, like strength wise.
Yeah, you
But
just
then
got to keep
it helps.
being as normal as you can,
Yeah.
because it'll heal better, won't it? It'll heal. If you sit and do nothing,
It'll be, I'm just gonna.
it's
never
sort
gonna
you
get
sort of
it
like
better.
freeze, don't you?
Yeah.
Into
Exactly that. But they were really impressed because I was
don't be messing with that. I can mess
I'm
with that.
doing it. Up and
So
about.
got a bend.
She ain't got a bend.
No.
No bending, no lifting.
Out of the way, Mum, you'll be on your feet.
That's yeah. She's all right. She loves it.
Yeah.
She'll have her own set of fans.
She will. But yeah, when the physio came round, they were like, oh, so today we're just going to get you out of bed and sit you up. And I was like, no, I'm getting up and going for a walk, I'm going home. And she was like, oh, what do you do? And I said, I'm a farmer. And she was like, oh, this is where this comes, we're actually doing. And
Yeah.
I was up and up the stairs and
Oh
ready
man.
to go home. So,
Wow.
yeah, I've never spent a whole day in my life indoors, and then I spent 12 days in hospital.
Yeah. I bet that changed your perspective on things,
That was
didn't
tough, I tell you. I was like, you've got to get.
It's
I got to the point where I
horrendous.
was like, I'm just going to get on them crutches and I'm just going to go home.
Oh my
I'm just going to
god.
walk out.
It's horrible, isn't it? And it's hot in there, and
Yeah, it's so hot, and all like the
Oh.
other people, and like, you know.
yeah, you got loads of noise. Yeah, you got. It's all right if you get a ward
Private
full of
room,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
Yeah.
Hayes did. Well, one time she was in there. She got a private, massive room. I was
Yeah.
like, blimey hell. But she was. She knew the people there. So it's not what you know, it's who you know.
It
isn't
is. But in fairness, every department did a really good job of looking after me.
Yeah.
So that was good. Like every
Yeah.
department, they don't communicate.
Did they have to do surgery straight away? Was it like quite important they did it?
No, because they tried. Initially they were going to do it the next day, but then they decided to try me in the body brace first. And
Oh,
obviously, because that was not working.
no.
Which, if I'm honest, I'm pleased about, because the recovery time with the body brace was a lot longer.
Yeah. Oh, so they wanted it
I'd
to
been
heal
out for a
by
year,
it.
yeah, with that body brace.
Oh my god. And what was it like? Did they have to put you out
Yeah.
for surgery?
They put me out, and apparently I was waffling on about drinking pints. And then when they woke me up,
Obviously.
when they woke me up, I just went, "Can I have a pizza now?"
Oh my god.
Waffled on about pizza for 2 hours apparently.
I'm glad you're all right, and we'll see. We'll just see.
Well, once that combine goes, I'll come and keep back.
Exactly. he gets bored on there,
That's what I mean.
so he needs a
I'll
bit
be in there
company.
5 minutes and he'll be
And
I'll be driving it.
you can tell him to slow down a bit.
Yeah. I'll be driving it a little fucked up, won't he?
Yeah. That's it.
So, there's my new one over there.
Yeah, you were hoping to bring it down and show us all, right? Huh?
Yeah, well, when I'm driving, I will.
Yeah.
She's a beaut, isn't she?
Yeah.
I'll fucking drive it now.
Oh, here we go then.
Right, I am real old girl.
Yeah. I'll get up in there,
Yeah,
shall
so
I?
we'll go around the other side. So that's obviously your up, down and your tilt and stuff here.
That's my clutch.
That's your clutch, up, down, tilt is there.
Yeah.
And then
careful, don't
your
be climbing up.
squeezers are on one of these. And then, I don't know if he's left you
Oh
gear
yeah.
or not.
There's my squeezer. That's up and down.
And then tilt and
Where's
whatnot.
forward and back?
Yeah, so I don't know if he left you in gear. No, so you'll need to put
That in gear.
that in gear.
There's my gears.
That one will go back.
That's forward and back.
No, that just put it in either or. It's like half.
That's high and low, is it?
Yeah, high and low. That's
Okay.
one's a split gear. I think it's this one.
Yeah.
And then that's your forward and back over there.
Sweet.
So just stick that in whatever.
And where do you want it?
In that end, babe.
I took it.
She's all that gear.
Oh, okay, I think so. Let me just take me. Right. I'll get my head round that. That'll be alright. And does it matter how it goes in? I've got some big bales, round bales are new.
Yeah, just
They're
lob
this
it.
year's. The big bales are last
Just
year's.
lob it in here for me if that's alright.
There's some small ones, some bigger ones.
Yeah, any way you can get it in, it don't make
Alright.
noise, we'll sort it out.
Just in there, in the dry, yeah?
Cheers, mate.
Yeah. We're just on top of the stack. Keithy's been tying up the protection on the sides there. That protects it from the wind and the rain and stops it colouring basically. But while we're up here, we've got 2 straw bales. Going to cover all the tops of the hay with straw. That allows the hay to continue breathing, as well as stopping the dust settling on top and colouring all the tops. We saw it last year actually, where we missed a bay in the other barn, and it was yeah, just gone completely dusty and brown and horrible. And the straw does keep it pretty good, so we're just going to literally roll them out across the bays here. Some of the bays are sunk, look, where they've been a bit soft. Some of the softer stuff, that's the early May hay. Look, that's another, one of the other problems with early hay is that it's soft, very soft, and it sinks. So this is a bit later. This is Timothy. This came from outside the farm. We've got some Timothy rounds and then some meadow rounds behind that. We don't usually cover the tops of rounds, do we? Keithy's up here with me. It's basically Keithy doing everything and Matt shaking like a leaf. Same every year, eh? My guy don't deal with heights very well. It's the crazy bunch. What are you guys doing? What? Yes, you are. You're up to something. School fete.
And also fete.
Hey?
And also 2 till 10. They've got a band and stuff in the evening.
Yeah. Oh. Here comes the old man. Went in and checked the cattle. Still doing it. 83. Still doing it. So every morning he will he'll go around the cattle. The store cattle he'll give some barley, bit of barley and oats too. And then he'll go around all the cows and the calves and make sure they're all right. and checking their water, checking grass levels, checking the fences and everything else like that, making sure they're all good. That's his job all summer. And then he tends to go the loading in the afternoon, or whatever he feels like doing, he'll do. We've got hay down. The weather's not the greatest, but we've still got hay down, and we've still got to try and dry it if we can. We had a bit of a small rain shower come through last night, so it's going to be damp, and it will affect the quality no matter what you say. It will affect the quality somehow, whether it makes it dusty or a bit puts a bit of a different smell on it. But we've got some options. We can put it in some big bales and put it as cattle grub or something like that. We don't we've got, you know, we're it's not like our only bit of hay we can do, but we like to keep ourselves well ahead of the game if we can. We're done with making hay away from the farm now. Everything's a little bit closer, so the next few weeks should be a little bit easier as we're a bit closer to the farm. So not so much haulage involved. Oh. This tedder is a little bit wide on the road, so you've just got to take it steady. It was nice to see Daisy up and about yesterday, so I'm glad she's getting a bit better. Whether she'll be able to come tractor in with us by the end of summer, I don't know. She's just got to see how her recovery goes. But it's good to see her up and about yesterday anyway. Her other half, Gary, is looking after her well, so that's the main thing. So that was nice to see her anyway. Right, we've got young David with us today. This is Keithy's youngest son. He's the man. He's on a day off, so he's going to give us hand tedding. All right, Dave?
Hello.
Would you start on this one?
Yeah.
And then if you go left-handed, I'll go right-handed, and then we'll sort of meet in the middle down there somewhere.
Right.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
There's some very tight corners in here, so you've got to be very careful, all right?
Right.
Nice and steady round the, especially down the bottom there. It's quite tight down there, and round this corner here, Dave, it's quite tight. Don't worry about trying to get it all. Just get what you can get, and you'll be all right.
Right.
If you get stuck, just give me a ring, yeah?
Yeah.
You'll be all right. I'll turn your tap for you. There we go. That's young David. He's on the smaller tedder. Still a big tedder, you know, mounted tedder. So Dave's going to run that one. Just gonna scoop up some of this grass. I'll tell you what, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Had a little rain on it last night. There's damp in there, but that's why we need to turn it really. With any hope of baling it, we need to get on it and turn it. We've got 3 days of dryish weather where we might get to actually baling it. Oh, I didn't show you. We've got the actually going to set them up a bit differently to go from one to the other, but we've got a set for every tractor, and we've also got some for the some of the implements that we're dragging down the road, because it's just carnage on the road, and those, having them on there, make a difference. So all the tractors are going to be having those. Yeah, we've only done one so far, but because we've been a bit busy, so on a wet day we're going to be putting those on all the tractors, just for safety really. We noticed with the tractor that has them, traffic seems to want to stop. You know, traffic seems to want to help you when they can see those lights rather than the ones on your roof. So yeah, those are going to be going on all the tractors. About 60 acres here, good crop as well, hell of a crop, best crop we've seen so far in meadow. Slightly worrying actually, because if all the rest of it's going to be like this, we ain't going to have space for it all. But we've still got a fair way to go yet. We're about halfway through haymaking at present. The silage ground back at the farm, that's second cut, so we're just going to see if we can get good quality ryegrass hay, which is seed hay. We will make it into hay. If it takes too many rains on it, it will just get changed, it will just go as silage. So we've got some options with that. We're not too fussy which if it's not good enough quality, we're just going to silage it for the cows, and we need a bit more silage anyway. We are not done silaging yet, so but we don't put all our silage at the very start of the season, just in case you get a bit of weather like it is now. Just a little bit dicky. Sward board's going out. But yeah, hell of a crop in here. I can't believe I was expecting that to be wringing wet, if you know what I mean, but it wasn't, so that's good. The rain, what the rain will do to it, the rain will make it smell a little bit differently. If it takes too many rains, it's more if the hay is almost to the point where it's ready, and the rain, and then you get a rain on it, that's the worst. You know, it was only cut, it was only finished cutting not yesterday, the day before, so it's still pretty young. You know, the leaf hasn't started its drying process fully yet, but it's definitely changed since yesterday, and it feels pretty good. So farmer said he might, our options are open on this one. There's a lot here, there's going to be a lot of bales here, so I imagine there'll be a few round bales, few big bales, there'll be a bit of everything going on. Back that off today a little bit, we don't want to smash it up. So the other thing the rain will do is just, it'll make it smell like musty, so if it doesn't take any more rains on it and we can get it dry for Monday, that would be ideal. So we're back down the farm. This is where we cut that big chunk of silage at the start of the season. We put a bit of fertilizer on there. Hasn't had a busting lot of rain, as you can see by the cracks in the ground. We're still pretty dry, but we have got another crop here just coming out in head. Will come to head. There was a load of wheat in it first time, so we silaged it first time, and I can see already it's a lot cleaner, a lot better looking. You can see that when you shake that, all the pollen comes out. If you notice, look, see the pollen? Right, we're going to aim to make this as hay, but if the weather beats us down, we will then just rake it up and it will go back into round bales, and we'll just add it to our silage stack. So that's the plan for this one. Not quite the crop there was first time around, very green, difficult to make, takes some making this stuff apparently. I haven't had a lot of experience with it, if I'm honest. Keithy tells me it takes some making. Linda didn't like packing it. It doesn't like the packer very much, seed hay, because it's quite slippery. If you can make it well, you know, it's worth something. So that's the aim of it. Dave's over in the other side. He's going to work his way. We're gonna do this one together. We've got the one next door as well. Colin baled his up. When did he do that? A few days ago. He saw 75 bales out there, so it's definitely not going to be the crop we had first time around. Keithy cut it with that tractor they gave us to replace the 8S while that's being fixed. So yeah, cut it pretty nice. Colin reckons we'll get a third cut off this as well, so we'll see. This big tedder makes short work of all these fields. Unbelievable. This thing just eats fields like you wouldn't believe. Let me get you a view out the back.